It was a dark and stormy night when Sarah boarded the flight to visit her family in France. She had been looking forward to this trip for months and couldn't wait to see her loved ones. As the plane took off, Sarah settled into her seat and closed her eyes, trying to get some rest before the long flight. However, something felt off. She couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. As the hours ticked by, the plane seemed to be going nowhere. Sarah looked out the window and saw nothing but clouds and darkness. She asked the flight attendant if they were making any progress, but the attendant just smiled and told her not to worry. Sarah tried to relax, but the feeling of unease only grew. She couldn't shake the feeling that they were trapped in some sort of endless loop, flying through the same clouds over and over again. As the night went on, the other passengers started to get restless as well. They began to ask the flight crew what was going on, but no one seemed to have any answers. Sarah's fear turned to panic as she realized that they were never going to reach their destination. They were doomed to fly through the darkness forever, trapped in this horror of an endless flight. After a month of being trapped on the flight, the sense of hopelessness and despair was palpable among the passengers. Sarah had long since given up hope of ever reaching their destination. The once pristine plane was now a cramped and dirty mess, with trash and debris scattered everywhere. The once friendly flight attendants were now short-tempered and exhausted, struggling to maintain any sense of order among the passengers. Sarah's skin was pale and gaunt, her eyes sunken and dark from lack of sleep. She had lost track of how many meals she had missed, surviving on whatever scraps she could find in the dwindling supply of food. The other passengers were in similar states of despair, their faces haggard and their bodies weak. They had given up all hope of ever being rescued, resigned to the fact that they were doomed to fly through the darkness forever. As the plane continued to fly on and on, Sarah couldn't help but wonder if anyone even knew they were missing. She feared that they had been forgotten, doomed to spend the rest of their days trapped on this endless flight.